Hello there. So you're wanting to apply to Griffith University and see what scholarships they have available. Their webpage is actually pretty easy to navigate. If you go to that web address, so I'm sure I'll have a link posted somewhere. And also just be mindful that I've recorded this video on the 20th of January, the beginning of the year. A lot of the scholarships that we're going to find now are closed and were available for Year 12s last year in 2018. This video is simply a guide to help you get started and finding out what's available, what's out there, and start collecting information so that you can get prepared and get your application in order well before the due date. Okay, so this is the top. I've now scrolled down halfway down the middle, and we're going to click here for a commencing student. That means you're new. You're going to be new to Griffith. You're not a continuing student, you're a commencing student. Student type, I gather most of you might be Australian citizens, so let's click there. Study area, please don't cut yourself off from options. If you're not sure where your bachelor degree falls under, you can flick me an email or do some research on the Griffith website and find out. You can also send them an email as well, they'll tell you. Bachelor of Primary and Secondary Education would fall there, Bachelor of Engineering would fall there, Bachelor of Science would fall there. Some of these are pretty self-evident, yeah? So let's just, for argument's sake, go into Science and Aviation. Now, scholarship type. Is it going to be academic? Is it going to be focused on accommodation? Equity means financial difficulties. Now, don't root yourself out there. I mean, that category does exist for students to apply for. And if you are eligible, then, they'll process your application and, you'll get the money because you are a deserving applicant for that. First Peoples means if you're of Indigenous descent, and sports. Yeah. So for argument's sake, we'll go into sports and see what we can find. Qualification level, we're going to click undergrad. All right. Undergrad means that you're applying for a bachelor degree. The moment you leave school, the first qualification you're eligible for is a bachelor degree. Please do not click on postgraduate or honors, undergrad. So we click there, and we have three options available. And as you can see, these are already closed, which is fine because we're not looking for anything just yet at this time of the year in January. But be mindful of the names of these scholarships. They can change. Check back in at Griffith and see if there's any new scholarships available. If there's anything here that grabs your interest, right click on it and save it, put it in your favorites. So then if you want to speak to me about it, you can easily locate it and avoid having to go through this process again and again and again to locate scholarships that you have found. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Griffith University webpage for looking at scholarships.